And I was talking about deliberately building leaders from the home. You know, the failure of Nigerian system is also a failure of family. You know, sometimes we just go to leader. Where's the leader coming from? You know, when I said it's a mental issue, where is the leader coming from? It's coming from a family. So yes, it comes to a time, especially during period of hardship, somebody will emerge, that person with that great mindset, and then we now ensure that it begins to work on the minds of the people. And how do they do that? Awolowo used education. Your educational system. But the essence of educational system is to build the mind. That's what it means. In fact, religion also builds the mind. That is why when you go to church, you see you are studying the Bible. When you go to mosque, you are reading the Quran. It's about building the mind. So life is about anywhere you go, it's about building the mind. Even in meetings, you have a manager in a company. You see, when the manager is talking to the workers, it's either it's inspiring the workers or it's demoralizing them. It's about the mind. If you listen to great speeches that motivate, what is the target? The target is the mind. You know, I was making point how the colonial masters came. Their target was the mind of the African. They re-engineered the mind. So every process is about mind. That is why they say leaders must be philosophers to be able to conquer the minds. African leaders are philosophers in their own right, but they have conquered the minds of their people negatively. That is why if you give anybody a little opportunity, now they want to steal. Even the person complaining tomorrow, that Nigerian complaining, a big pamio. If you give him that opportunity now to be in government, we've done the research. He will steal. And he will have reason to steal. He has a new reason to steal. Yeah, I've been suffering since. I bet it's my turn. And when you look at it, okay, it's his turn. You know, turn by turn now, we are destroying the system. So it's about the mind. When I talk about mind, it's about the mind. You see, every day I'm even working on my own mind. I have some biases that I'm working on every day to say, no, if we want to build a great country, I shouldn't have this kind of mindset. I work on it every day. There were some positions I had about 10 years ago. I don't hold those positions anymore. Because I keep working. I said, no. There are times I feel so, even there are times I look at Tinubu, I say, no. What can you do to help this guy so that we build a country that works for all? So it's about the mind at any time. Even as I'm coming on radio now, my plot to say, how do I work on your mind? Like you are listening to me. So that, and you can see how I started the show. Some people are saying, Edmund, talk about hardship. If I keep talking about hardship, I will also be affecting your mind with pain. You'll be hating your country the more. And you'll be losing hope. I'll come here and I'll say, oh, everywhere you are. Yes, once in a while I will raise those issues. But I'm telling you what will happen to your mind. You will get so angry, you will hate your leaders. You begin to even transfer that hatred to your wife. Because anger spreads. You'll be agitated. That's why I throw it in there as hardship. But I'm also saying that you have a role to play. It's not just Tinubu now. Ask yourself, some of the wrong things you do. Just so that we don't judge ourselves. We just want to judge the next man. Look at yourself. I'm not saying you. I'm saying you. Check your mind. You check your mind. Some of the bad things you do. If you were the president, would Nigeria grow? You know, sometimes because we don't have this opportunity yet to lead, we think we are the best. And we must deliberately build leadership. Our educational system has failed, so we are producing criminals. Even look at our children. Parents are supporting their children to be Yahoo guys. They are paying for their children to go and learn how to be fraudulent. They are now 419 schools. Parents, mothers are taking their children there. Mothers are paying for their children to pass WAEC and JAM. Sponsoring fraud. We've accepted it. It's a culture. But you don't see yourself. You always have reason for doing your own wrong. But the next man does not have any reason for doing wrong. Kagaro is a Ugandan. No, he talks about those who have things. No, yes, leadership is key. I've always made the point that the character of leadership at every time is the dominant character of the state. I've made that point again and again. That is why I keep saying, because I've been looking at the problems, I get worried. You know, over time I've interviewed political leaders. See, in recent time I'm not interviewing political leaders. You've noticed that. Because I'm also doing an experiment to say, I have interviewed political leaders, I have questioned them, we have dragged it, I have visited them, and I'm saying this, I still listen to these interviews because now I've gone into research. Sometimes I put these interviews on the table that I've done over the years. And it just, if I still bring them here now, they will lie. I know they lie. But I don't have that patience again to be, you are lying to me and I'm forming professional. I can't take it anymore. Because I need to be professional. But you are lying to me. I don't want to, so I just stay away. Everybody go your way. Because before I could take it, you'll be lying, I'll be confronting you. But I can't take it anymore. You can't be lying to me, I'll be forming professional. So let me not just play at that, so that we don't start punching each other in the studio one day. Because I have this, I know you are lying. Because I have checked the data. But why are the leaders lying? We know why. I was listening to Oshomole. Oshomole used the word thief about 6 times on Sunday when he was delivering. And he was talking about people who are elected to go and steal. We say they are elected to go and steal. You know, and the way he was saying it casually, it is what is going on. It is what is going on. Our system is so porous that you just steal with impunity. That even when they catch you, other political leaders will say, they should leave him now, because that's what everybody's doing. It's a culture. So my problem is not just that senator. The last caller was saying, are there no laws? There are laws, but who will implement the law? When the implementer of the law is a thief, and you expect the only catch is catch scapegoats. Those are, once in a while, let's deal with one person. That person has misstepped. Maybe he's now planning against the political class. The political class understand themselves. In fact, it has gone. How many of them will you arrest? We need a total mind renewal. Except you want to launch a violent revolution. And that one will take us to Africa is not good with violence. We've seen too much violence. Africa has lost too many lives through wars. So when people are talking about violent revolution, it doesn't interest me. You saw the one that happened in Sudan. It has led to civil war. About 1 million persons are dead as we are talking. There's something about Africa that everybody must sit back and say, because all these political leaders stealing, there are people who are encouraging them and clapping for them. In fact, even if your son now becomes a senator, he doesn't steal, I think the family will disown him. We have gotten to that point where the family will disown him when he comes back, and nobody. I belong to an organization where some people are angry that they made somebody this, and did not help anybody, and everybody is so angry they hate him. And I'm looking at where the discussion is tilting towards. It's just tilting towards corruption. So we have accepted it. It is normal. So it's not just about the senator or the governor anymore. It's about a culture. It's a culture. Brian Kagaru, this Ugandan, he said something here.
We have equated having things with being, so that those who have things are considered more human beings. They are not arrested, they are not harassed because they have things. They have Lamborghinis, they have Porsche Cayennes, they have big houses. So every single person now wants to have things. And the best way to get things is either you get miracle money in church, you go to the occult, or you steal. Natif. So what we have done is created an industry of co-conspirators, right from the top of government, the top of mosque and church, to the bottom of society. Those who are deemed as the role models, those that are deemed as the philanthropists, are in essence criminals who masquerade in our society.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
So that is Brian Kagaru. He is the Program Support Division Director of the Africa Regional Office of the Open Society Foundation. You see, I'm hopeful. I'm building data. Even when I travel, all my travels is on development purposes. I'm not going for vacation. I don't have the money for vacation. I travel for development purposes, and I'm gathering data. I am involved in the study of human relations as I speak. Human nature. Why Africa? See, the problem of Nigeria is the problem of most African countries. That Brian is from Uganda. If you even go to Kenya, just that Nigeria has the most rugged, criminally minded politicians in the world. You dare not steal the way you are stealing Nigeria in Kenya. It is accepted. The police is a corrupt entity. And that's the police that is supposed to enforce the law. The EFCC is becoming an entity that is not coming to equity with clean hands. Who will enforce the law? When the law enforcer is a lawbreaker, what keeps society going is sanction. But so, let's listen to Adam Sushomole. He was talking about China. You see, even if you listen to Amechi speak, Amechi has made it clear that they are all criminals. But as a society, we have accepted, if you bring in somebody that is, it is that bad now that if you bring in somebody that you don't even know, but you know is brilliant, but you don't know him as somebody who has money and he wants to contest for election, the Nigerians will be saying he's joking. Nigerians have accepted it. He says he's joking. I will be this one. I beg you. Because they've not heard that he has stolen. He doesn't have a limousine. Nigerians, their mindset have been imbued in such a way that if you dare come out, they say, now my name is not even ready. This one, you get money. Even journalists are saying it. That's the first thing. Does he have money? The next one, where has he stolen money? So now you see people going to steal money to come and acquire power, and then they continue to steal. Because he has stolen money. Yes, some persons have worked for their money. Get it right. So when I'm talking, I'm not talking absolute. No. Among the present political leaders, there are those who want to redeem the land. But they are also being challenged by the cultural system, by the culture of our system, our political system. There are many. You see, I've shifted from my script, but I'm responding to you. I'm responding to the feedback. The lines are open. Let me hear from you. You say, I have a book here entitled The Ghettos of Pan-Africanism. Hello, good morning. Okay, SB Abuduni.
This has been listening to. I've spoken about the cause of Nigerian problem as being that of evil mindset several times. Some people were dancing because of the Supreme Court judgment that gave the financial economy to the local government. I now ask one question. Will the local government come from Mars? Or will they come from Jupiter? Are they not Nigerians with this evil mindset? Will they prove anything different from what the governors are doing? Wait and see. Their own will be worse than what the governors are doing. So it's a question of evil mindset. Concerning what Oziomole was saying, we have a lot of people like Oziomole, people like Baba Obasanjo, They are very good at teaching the truth, but they are not good at doing it. Do you understand that when Ojomole was in labor, he was more patriotic than when he became a governor? So many of them are just like that. They teach the truth, but they don't do it. So it is well. Thank you.
SB Abudui. There's something about his laughter. I've noticed it. It comes with a strong message. Official Mojimo Riri is on X. He says mental revolution. Only the few controls the minds of the mob in every sane society. You see, there's an experiment I've been doing with my kids in recent time. I don't know what you do with yours. I've been trying to make them understand the value of money. Most of my travels, especially during the end of the year, they're always with me. Because even our politicians don't understand the value of money. That is why they waste it. Awolowo understood the value of money. That was why he was able to use it for transformation. There's a script I have here. I'm coming. I was going to talk about it, but let me just look at one point. I entitled it Leadership for National Development, Embracing Principles over Impulses. One of the points I make here, because I looked at the work of James Allen, who says the pleasure seekers, the lovers of excitement, the hunters after novelty, and the victims of impulse and historical emotion lack the knowledge of principles that give balance, stability, and influence. So when I saw that word, I decided to expatiate, to work on it, to give it meaning, and to see how I can use this word to put into the minds of my children some principles. And one is the value of money. Africans don't know how to use money. We misuse money. You know, we use money for mostly self-aggrandizement. You want to show off, you have a mansion. What is the impact of that mansion on the environment, on the society? We want to show off. So in recent time, I've been making my kids see money as value. So this in recent time, they'll keep coming, Papa, give me money. I said, okay, it's working. I said, what do you want to do with the money? I want to invest it. Okay? Invest in what? He said, give me the money. I said, no. Produce something. And if that thing is of value to me, I will give you money. So they'll go back. One is constructing a car. One is setting a table, trying to develop new recipe, and comes, put it in a carton, package it, and say, Papa, this is a new recipe. If you eat it, you'll be smarter. Papa, you'll be taller. You have more energy. I say, pitch it. Sell it to me. I know what I'm driving at. I also want to build children who will be innovative, who can never be poor, even in the worst situation. Because once you build children who are innovative, you see, when I left university, I'll make this point. I never wanted to apply for a job. And I never had the premonition that I would be broke one day. I never left the university with that mindset. I left the university with the mindset that, hey, come rain or shine, I will be good. And there were some things I've lined up I would do. I left the university, I had a camera in my hand, a photographic camera. And I will use. So when people tell me, even when I came into the media, I said, I will use the media as a tool for progressive emancipation of my life and the life of the listener. It takes time. I never believed I was going to be a Dangote overnight. No. I believe I will walk my way, grow. I don't want to be a Dangote. I've never dreamt of being a Dangote. That is not my line. My line is in the realms of philosophy and knowledge. But knowledgeable and also have the financial wherewithal to drive knowledge. So I'm deliberate with my children, creating children who can think deep, allowing them to express their energy, and then begin to engage them in discourse. My children never say anything stupid, even when it sounds stupid. I try to bring sense out of whatever they say. And you see that energy is resonating. I'm driving leadership trait into them. When they grow up, they will choose their path, no doubt. But they have options. The same thing their mom is doing. They swim, they run, they play football, they play taekwondo, they read. So that they have options to choose from. You can decide to be an athlete tomorrow and win gold medals in the Olympic. You are successful. But create options. Parents must be deliberate. And once you create such children, they become innovative and lead society to development. Our educational system cannot do it anymore. Our curriculum is weak. Our teachers are not well trained. They cannot drive the curriculum into the hearts of the children. Even the media is carried away by fancy. There must be deliberate plots to lead Nigeria to development, Africa. And we are coming 6 miles to the moon. We will reach the stars. We will build aeroplanes and we will fly so high. I see the potentials in Nigerians, in Africans. When I see them smile, I have hope. Despite the corruption of the moment, we are going to sail through. Let's go back into the script, Bosun. Let's return to the script of the day. After this break, I'll begin to talk about the Chusile Bunam interview. Don't go away.